host, Charlene Henderson, and we are sitting in with Mr. Darren D.S. Sanders. How are you, sir?
How are you, Miss Henderson? And thank you for having me on In Demand TV. You know what? And I hear that this is the best show that you ever did, not only just because it's your first show, it's because I'm going to be on it.
I like that. Sounds like that. Wonderful. Listen, we're going to get right into it. I am excited that you're here, number one. Thank you. I'm a huge fan.
Well, you ain't no fan. We've been friends. I've known you for, what, 20 years? In fact, I remember you from Vintage on the Boulevard.
Oh.
Folks, let me tell you something. If you've never been to Vintage on the Boulevard, you missed it.
Man.
I've known her that long.
Yeah, I was a wallflower. I was a wallflower though, so.
She wasn't no wallflower. She's a Christian now, but she used to be on the floor, man. I'm just playing.
Oh my Lord. Okay, wonderful. Listen, I hear that you're coming out with your new DVD. I am excited about that.
And I'm sorry, but your technology is so that my microphone is pulling me down. Hold on. Okay, let me adjust my microphone. But what was the question again? Nothing like your microphone pulling you back like that.
I know that you're getting ready to do your new DVD.
That's right. I'm doing a new DVD. It's entitled I'm Not Old, I'm Old School. So, you know, because I came up with it. Well, no, I'm not old, I'm old school. Now, you go ahead with that. I'm sorry. We'll edit it in. The name of the DVD is I'm Not Old, I'm Old School. You know, I've been doing comedy a while, and so I wanted to, you know, and it's actually going to be my 5th DVD.
5th?
That's exactly right.
Wow, that is huge, guys. 5 DVDs. You can't get better than that.
Well, the first thing, you got to know what old school means. I think old school means different things to different folks. To me, old school's a swag. Old school means you never go inside a store and a grown man says this, "Where do you keep the skinny jeans?"
Oh.
Yeah. Old school, you know, old school is when you're not an old cat, but you have some nice clothes to put on. I don't know how many young guys I say, "Man, I ain't got no nothing but some jeans." I say, "Oh man, that's old school is smooth. You gotta have some slacks. You gotta be able to dress it up. You know, have a nice hat. That's old school. You know, old school is a swag."
Tell me, how long have you been doing stand-up, sir?
I've been doing stand-up professionally for 19 years. 19 years. I actually did it a little longer. When I was a senior in college, I used to tell jokes. I used to tell this girl old Richard Pryor jokes, and I mixed in some of my own jokes. I never got the girl, but I got a career, and she's somewhere fat. Well, I don't know if she's fat, but I just hope she is, because she wouldn't go out with me. Look at me, I'm on In Demand TV.
I like that.
You know, I work with a lot of comics. I've been blessed in that area. I've worked with Monique. I did a tour with Cedric the Entertainer, D.L. Hughley, Don D.C. Curry. In fact, Don D.C. Curry, be on the lookout. I'm going to be one of the writers and help produce a new reality TV show that Don D.C. Curry is doing. And he's actually bringing it to Charlotte. So Charlotte, up and coming comedians, look out for that. But I ain't going to plug Don, so let me just plug mine now.
Bring it back to him.
Bring it back to me. You know, Don D.C. Curry and the queen of comedy herself, some more. I work with her quite a bit.
Oh, she's awesome.
And have helped and have been on a couple of her DVDs. So, you know, help write and do some things on a couple of her DVDs. Well, I'll say host, because you take out the right, because she's like, you ain't wrote nothing.
Ah. Hush, hush, y'all.
Hush, hush.
Yes. Do you have your own material, or do you kind of take some of someone else's material and make it your own?
Well, let me say this. Comedy, the thing about doing comedy is that part of being a comedian is you got to write your own jokes. The only people that sometimes you'll see guys who do like monologues, like Jay Leno or some of those guys. Sometimes they'll have some people write, but a club stand-up comedian, they have to write their own jokes. I write all my own jokes. Now, of course, there are some comedians out there that borrow, but I never borrow, and I have been borrowed from some other comedian. Some other comedian borrowed some of my material, but no. that's part of the gig. You got to write your own stuff. So you got to write your own stuff.
Okay, and speaking of writing your own stuff, now, what if someone or yourself writes something and nobody laughs? How does that work? How do you come back from that?
Well, I don't know nothing about that. You know, I mean, you just have to go on to the next joke. You got to know that comedy is subjective. And hopefully you never have a joke where nobody gets the joke. But then what I always do, if a joke doesn't work, you have a joke after the joke. You'll go, you may hit the microphone, you'll see comedians go, is this mic on? Y'all looking at me like y'all taking the SAT or something to kind of throw it off. But luckily, blessfully that I don't have many jokes that don't work. You want me in your town, go to the In Demand website. They're going to have my information. You can go to my website, comediands.com, and you can log on, get a tour date, or also see where I'm going to be and come out. Click on, just click it, just click on and buy the DVD. And don't bootleg it. Buy the DVD.
I don't know who he's talking to. Something.
Love this dude.
Wow, Diaz, it is a pleasure having you here sitting with me. I look forward to the new DVD. Is there anything you want to tell the people before we end the session?
Well, I want to tell the people, write in and give me lines so that I can pick up Charlene, Miss Henderson. I've been hitting on her for 20 years and it hadn't worked, none of my stuff. So send in something and help me out, but thank you, just playing. Just thank you for having me on In Demand TV.
Well, wonderful. And one last thing, how can the people actually really get in contact with you? Because you have a lot of places. I've been on the website, and you have a lot of places they can go. So can you give us some of the main places that they can reach you or follow you?
Well, first, on comediands.com, you can go on there. I post my schedule every month. You can go on that. You can also hit me on the Twitter. I'm on Twitter.
You're
on Twitter now. I got like 13 followers. Be my 14th and 15th follower out there. So it's at Comedian DS, at Comedian DS, and that's something, Twitter, you ask people, remember when you ask people, total strangers to follow you now, when you used to take out restraining orders. So follow me on Twitter at Comedian DS. I'm also on Facebook, Comedian DS Sanders on Facebook, and that's, I don't know, I'm still on MySpace, I think. I think that's still out there.
I know MySpace really is still out there, guys. And I still have mine. I go in every so often and check it, so it's still out there.
So you on MySpace? What's your MySpace?
Yeah. It's always In Demand.
In Demand. See, I can't even remember what my MySpace is. But and you could also call my mama's house. I would give her number, but she gets mad, so I don't live with her no more. But you can reach me, just call. Y'all that know my mama, call her. She can tell you how to get in touch with me. But you got to make sure that you really let her know how you know me, because my mama real funny. She it can be the preacher. Well, I gotta call him and ask him, can I give you his number? I like, Mama, that's the preacher. I don't get nobody's number. I don't play that. So my mama old school.
Thank you for tuning in to In Demand TV. I am your host, Charlene Henderson, and we will see you next time.